Welcome back to Jopr. So, how do you get someone to spend over $140,000 on a car? Chinese automaker BYD's luxury brand called Yangwang is trying to climb with its new SUV, the U8L. And they're not just trying to enter the luxury market, they're trying to completely rewrite the rules. And really, this was the $140,000 question on everyone's mind when Yangwang first showed up. In a market that's been dominated by the big European names for decades, the skepticism was palpable. How could a brand new domestic company possibly justify that kind of price tag? To a lot of people, it just seemed, well, impossible. So, what was their answer? They came out swinging with a shock and awe display of pure technological power. The first U8 model had this whole suite of features that just seemed to break the laws of physics. It could do a tank turn spinning in place. It could literally float in an emergency, and it could keep driving perfectly stable after a tire blows out at high speed. The whole point was to just completely shatter what people thought a car could even do. Fast forward to now with the new U8L, and they're taking this argument to a whole new level. They're moving beyond just cool tech demos to build an entire philosophy. And it all starts with a really basic question. What actually is luxury? For Yang Wang, the answer isn't the fanciest leather or wood trim. Nope, safety, absolute, can't be beat, safety. And this one sentence right here is the key to their whole playbook. Safety isn't just another feature to check off a list. It's the most valuable, most premium thing a car can possibly give you. So how do you actually do that? How do you make that promise real? Well, it starts from the ground up, literally, with the skeleton of the car. The U8L is built on what they say is the industry's first all-aluminum chassis. And they're using stuff you'd normally find on an airplane, like 7 Series aerospace-grade aluminum, just to get maximum strength. And listen, you've got to understand this was not some small tweak. Choosing to build it this way made the chassis 3 times more expensive than the normal high-strength steel frame. That's not just an upgrade, that is a huge statement. They are putting their money where their mouth is big time. So what does spending 3 times the money on the frame actually get you in the real world? It gets you this number, 12 tons. That's about the weight of a city bus. And in their structural tests, the U8L's frame held it up without collapsing. And it's just an incredible demonstration of that fortress on wheels idea they were going for. But that super strong frame is just the start. That's the walls of the fortress. They've wrapped it in this whole ecosystem of smart safety tech. We're talking 14 airbags, seatbelts that tighten up before a crash, and get this rear seats that can actually move themselves into a safer angle right before an impact. It's a whole protective bubble. So, you've built this indestructible safety cell. What's it actually like to be in it? Well, for the U8L, the answer is kind of this cool two-sided coin. For the person who's actually driving, it's all about this incredible feeling of control and power, the confidence that you can handle anything. For everyone else in the car, it's the exact opposite. It's about a feeling of complete calm and composure, like you're in your own quiet, private sanctuary. Let's talk about the driver first. That feeling of control starts with a number that is just wild, 1,200 horsepower. To give you some context, that's enough power to launch this massive heavy SUV from a standstill to 100 kilometers an hour in only 3.5 seconds. I mean, this is a giant fortress that moves like a featherweight supercar. It's nuts. But having all that power is one thing, right? Actually being able to use it without flying off the road is something else entirely. And that's where the really clever tech kicks in. It's got rear wheel steering that makes this huge thing turn like a little hatchback. It's got carbon ceramic brakes to stop on a dime. And this super advanced active suspension makes it a monster off-road, but perfectly smooth on the highway. Now let's flip to the passenger experience. That feeling of calm is all about making comfort super, super easy. They've got this one-touch comfort mode. You just tap a button on the screen and the seat reclines into the zero gravity position. A full body shiatsu massage starts up and everything, the seat, the armrests, even the leg rest starts to heat up. It's just instant relaxation. And they take that private sanctuary idea even further with something that gets called black technology over there, which basically just means tech that feels like it's from the future. It's almost like magic. In this case, it's these smart privacy windows. They've got a liquid crystal film inside that can go from totally clear to totally opaque with just the press of a button. But it's not just about privacy, which is already cool. This glass is insane. It's made of 9 different layers and it's engineered to block 99.9% of all UV rays. I mean, think about it. It's just like having SPF 130 built right into your windows. It's next level comfort. So let's pull all this together. We have this foundation of insane safety, and on top of that, this two-sided experience of ultimate control and ultimate comfort. Now we get to the grand finale, the design, the details, and yeah, the final price tag that's supposed to justify it all. Here's their pitch piece by piece. First, they argue they've delivered ultimate safety built on that aerospace-grade frame. Then on top of that, they've added an ultimate experience, a thrill ride for the driver and a first-class lounge for the passengers. So what's all that worth? Well, just to top it all off, the final piece of the puzzle is ultimate craftsmanship. We're talking about a paint job that takes 6 layers to apply, inspired by ancient art. It's hand-polished by master craftsmen. You can even get little details made of real 24-karat gold. So yeah, add all of that up, and this is the number they land on, $179,000. That's the price, and that's what they say all of this, the safety, the experience, the craftsmanship is worth. But wait, there's actually one more layer to this whole story, and it goes way beyond just the car itself. It's in the name. Yangwang basically means to look up to or to admire, and that hints at something bigger. But honestly, this next part was the real emotional heart of their whole launch event. They showed this amazing montage of actual owners using the car's most extreme features, like the float mode and its huge power output, not to show off, but to do things like help with real-world flood rescues and pull other people out of ditches. And that really leaves you with this one last big idea to chew on. It poses this question: what does a car become when it's so capable that it actually inspires its owners to be heroes? Maybe at the end of the day, the ultimate justification for the price isn't just what the car can do, but what it inspires the people who own it to do for others. Okay, that's it for today's review. If you enjoyed Deep Dive into the BYD Yangwang U8L, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and let me know in the comments. Would you buy this? Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one.